Welcome to my green pepper garden. Guys, have you seen green peppers before? Or you only know them in the supermarket? Actually, these are the brothers of the red peppers, the yellow peppers. So these are the green peppers. This is how they look while in the garden. This is my garden. I did not plant it, my brother did. And he runs everything for me in my absence because me, I travel a lot. But for him, he's always on ground. So even me, the time I get to be on the farm, I help him when there is need for weeding, harvesting, everything I can do in the time in which I'm there, I gladly do. And guys, let me tell you, it's nothing as joyful as a farmer to harvest something that you've invested in your time, patiently waiting for them to grow and being ready. I feel it teaches a certain degree of patience. Farming is full of lessons. You bury a seed, wait for it. Doesn't grow in a day or in an hour. Like, it will teach you patience. It will teach you resilience. Some seasons are harsh, and those are things out of your control, and you just have to live on in peace. So this is also my egg. Are they called eggplants? May call them eggplants. In Luganda, we call them biringanya. So they are these which are purplish, and the other ones which are light colored, like this. They're all tasty, but let me tell you, these things are said to be very helpful. If you have a cancerous wound, cut it and tie it on that wound. It will suck out the cancerous cells. Scientists. Here in the millet garden, guys, we always do a little here and there so that we can have food. This is a millet garden and they are all ready for harvesting. So I came at the right time of harvesting. So I'm going to be harvesting, and the millet grows like rice. It's always packed and packed and packed. As you're harvesting, you have to look closely and be keen that you don't leave out other millet in the garden. So you have to go one at a time, patiently looking around your corner to see that you have harvested everything around them. I love millet because it adds iron to the body and it hydrates the body. Women, if you want to hydrate your body to the maximum, take millet porridge. For us, we are privileged in Uganda that we have various ways that we can take this porridge. It can be the hot millet porridge. We can mix in with milk. The very good one is the dilute. It is hot. It is cooked hot, and then but dilute, not so thick. Then the one where yeast is added, like where we even use millet in food, we can add it to the cassava flour and mingle to make kalo. Kalo literally means millet. So millet bread tapioca, yes, we also know how to make that. My God, it's so exciting to know that God has blessed the works of your hands, that surely the things you planted, he washed over them to see to it that his words comes to pass, that as long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest shall remain. So a few months ago, I was planting and just see, it feels like in no time I'm harvesting. There was some time taken, and I am so glad that in every step all the way, I saw the hand of the living God come through and helping. So this is how it looks like. These are not so dry. After harvesting, we have to put them under the sun to dry, though it doesn't take many days. African sun, even one day or two, they could be ready. Then we clean them out of those pods. It will be ready for grinding to make the porridge or the food. Millet too is used to make yeast. Oh yes, the seeds are moisturized and kept somewhere, like as they start growing, that's when they stop that growth, dry them again and crush them. That is the yeast that we use to make our millet drink that is so healthy for the women. I don't know how to emphasize that for you, my dear women, but it is very healthy for you. Try it and thank me later. Locally, we call it akashera. So as you can see, I'm still here with my brother harvest. It's a big garden. As you harvest, though me and my brother we always want to go for those big ones first, but as you harvest, you have to first start with the small ones. Here we've harvested our maize, and the next thing is to put it on a huller so that it can separate the maize grains from the cobs. This is a whole family of brothers. They have this machine, the huller machine. They work as a team, as a whole family. You hire them, they come and remove your grains from the cobs, and they charge each sack at like $1.5. That is 5,000 Uganda shillings. I have never seen efficient people like this. Like, they are so fast. The last time I worked with someone on this kind of process, he made me carry things. On top of that, he charged me. On top of that, he was very slow, and the owner of the machine himself was very lazy. But these brothers, they showed me that we didn't come to play. I remember I posted a small clip of these boys gathering the maize, and someone commented, "Oh, you're using child labor." I beg to disagree. I will not look at it like that. I feel in Africa we always train children to work so early, to have a sense of independence as early as possible. You will call this child labor, yet it's a grooming and a training to work, for someone to know that everything good comes from work. These kids have time to play. Evenings are for playing. They work all day, and in the evening they are chilling with their fellow boys, even other boys at their farms. Hey, these ones rear pigs, what. They're always trained to do something with their lives. I don't know why you'll find this as consider it child labor, not good for the kid. When will kids have time to be kids? And then your kids are spending the whole day on PS5s, and you think that is a kid having time to be a kid. Anyway, the brothers are done with their work and they are going back home. I loved their work ethic, the coordination, the tolerance with one another, the support. Some would get thirsty, be like, okay, sit there. Then the other one runs to get water. My God, it's a whole kind of teamwork, and I'm very grateful. It is the next morning. Let's go to the market. This is the nearby market. We have very many markets surrounding our village. Our particular village doesn't have a market, but we have markets surrounding our village in the neighboring 2 or 3 villages, and that's where we always go to sell our produce but also buy. This particular morning, other people have already arrived. Cabbages are here. I'm like, where I come from, we don't have cabbages. Honestly, in our village town, we don't have cabbages. So I'm here checking out. You beat it, and here the ones bo. That one is not packed properly. Then pa is the packed cabbage, because when you slice it, it will give you a lot of it. So you always have to feel which one is heavy, which one is well packed, so that you can buy. Now me, I'm not even buying for eating. I'm buying to resell in our village market, the very town where I hail from. We also don't have tomatoes, so because these guys came early, I'm going to buy from them before I start selling our very own produce that we brought to the market. In this, you pick out the size of the tomatoes you want, and then you'll be charged accordingly. You pick a big size. Sometimes they can tell you that 6 of those tomatoes are for 1,000. If they are really very big, 1,000 is approximately $35, 35 cents if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So I pick out all the tomatoes I want. When during the picking, you have to be sure that you are not going to pick all of them ripe. Some should be raw so that they don't go bad. So here are the eggplants we harvested. As a great farmer, I have come to the market to sell off my produce. What an exciting time. What an exciting moment. Imagine all the pain you go through. At this point, when you hold the money, all the pain you went through as you're preparing the garden, watering these plants, because these vegetables are really delicate. If you don't mind them, you end up losing the whole garden. So once you hold some money, you even forget all that you went through. Anyway, it's so tense. I know everyone in the other villages, they're also harvesting. So for us, we have to come very early so that people can buy from us before other competitors come. The early bird catches the worm. Hey, you wake up to catch the worm. Sometimes don't forget that you are the worm to other people. Anyway, I didn't come to cause violence. I come in peace, and I'm here to sell my goods. I kid you not. It's harvest season. A lot of people are harvesting. Yes, So the trick is to come very early in the market. As when you come very early in the market, you could be selling like maybe 9 for 1,000, like 9 of these big eggplants for 1,000. So the trick is you sell, for example, 8 before they come. When your competitors come, you go to 9. Yes, so that you can be competitive. Literally everyone harvested these things. And most village families have these eggplants planted around their compounds for easy food, like, for those quick things to cook. We also brought our green pepper to this. And this time around, for green peppers, we didn't have a lot of competitors. Guys, I just feared to move the camera around because, I am camera shy in public, so I only focused on our things. I didn't want to have chaos with other people. Why are you videoing us? You want to sell us, blah, 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 blah. Let me just show you my things. So these are the green peppers. I forgot to show you when we were harvesting them, but we harvested them. So we always harvest them the day before we come to the market, so that they don't overstay in the sack to get spoiled, because these are very highly perishable goods. So we just harvest them the previous evening, so that the next day in the market they can look fresh. This market, I told you, it's harvest season. Someone harvested also these, I call them eggplants. Oh God, help me learn this difference. So all these ones you see in the basket, all of them are for 2,500, still less than $1. Those ones, they cost less than $1. Imagine. What?